Hey guys, how you doing? Joe from SurviveTheWild.us. We're just out getting ready to set up camp for the night. Me and my brother Jake right there, and we're gonna set up right over here. It's about the end of March. Get a fire going in there, but it's about the end of March. But it's still cold. It warmed up for a little bit, but there's still snow, you know, on the wood floor. But it's gonna get to about 20 tonight, so we still have to prepare, you know, like it's winter. 20 is 20 is still cold. So anyways, we're gonna get set up. Watch yourself. How you doing, guys? Got a little fire pit here made. A bunch of beech leaves. There's some old birch bark stuffed under here. It's not like really good paper birch, but and up here too, shredded, so it should take the flame. Just gonna crumble these up. Get some of them under here. Keep them in my hat to keep them dry, and I'll keep some extra so I can toss them on and stuff them in with a stick. And I'm just gonna take the fire still here, grab a multi-tool. Going. That birch will take right off. Let's see. That's all beech leaves, man. But it goes up really fast. Whoa. So you got to get the birch and sticks to take right off. And it did. Look at that.
Yeah, smash it down a little.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be like a freaking chimney coming behind them trees when we close this up.
Yeah. That'll burn off in a second. That's birch right now. That's burning up. That'll die down in a second here. There you go. Pretty quick fire starting. Now we're gonna have to maintain this guy here. Hey guys, how you doing? Got our shelter here set up. Get behind the camera here. And, make sure you can see that. Tripping into a hole. So that's my double poncho tent there. You guys have seen that plenty of times. We had starting the fire, there was a huge like chimney effect from the wind coming through here up against the rock behind the trees. So Jake used a cheap little poncho to block that up so it doesn't blow the fire too high too quick. We just got in, got warm, got situated. Still got some work to do. There's my camera tripod and our coats and some of our gear out there. We got some wood over here. Definitely got some more wood to gather and process and get it all ready to go to last the night. So we got a long time to go. And let's see the fire in there a little bit, and it's all dying down, but our cooking setup. I'll pull in here real quick. The door. Jake, kind of smoky in there.
Oh, yeah.
The
door open, yeah.
You alright? You want it open? Need a bit more of a draft for a second. What'd you do? What'd you throw on there?
Oh no, you open the door, it sucks the smoke this way.
Oh, there you go. Alright, it's a little clear now.
Gather some stuff in here.
We gotta make a bigger bed down there. So here's my top pack here and our bed, and we actually put a emergency reflector blanket back here. This time just a cheap one, up against it. We'll see how that does. This is a much smaller shelter than we normally build, but it's kind of cool. Let me get in here. Squeeze into the back here to get the camera in, but we got one tree there and a tree here, and then we got three ridge poles, and distance between the rock and the poncho tent for the chimney, and a little rock bed for our fire, cooking setups and stuff. Just ate an MRE breakfast. Starving. Certainly needed some calories. Get some work done. But yeah, that's what we got so far. What you guys doing? We're hanging out. We're in our structure here, and I don't know if you can hear that. The camera picks up everything, so you should be able to hear that wind. It's pretty cold outside. It's about 20 degrees. Maybe with the wind chill, it's probably gusting. Nothing crazy, like 25 miles per hour. So I'm guessing with the wind chill, it's probably down to 10, something like that. But it's pretty cold. You go out there for a few minutes, man, and it's cold. You want to get back in the shelter. But we have a smaller shelter than normal, and we have the reflective emergency blanket up against the back. I don't know if you can see that up against the light or not, but we just have a small fire going, and we have our, kind of normal procedure. We tend to, although it's not good for entertainment, we don't switch things up all the time. We do what we know works. Lest we be miserable many times over, which we are sometimes, but tonight we decide to do what works so we're not so miserable. And stacked wood to the left and right, got birch bark piles. This is actually working really well. We have a rock with a really nice overhang and a small fire, and it's really smoky in here right now. That's been an on and off problem, but for the most part it's been okay. See my breath too. But we've been pretty much surviving with just a small fire, and it seems to be doing the trick to keep us comfortable enough. But that's about it. You can see our cooking setup here. We've got canteens, cook cups, volcano stoves, Jake's Natick cook cup. We're not eating like wild edibles today. We're just we had brought some like beans and rice, cheap food, but good camp food. But things are going pretty good. We got a good bed down. We're gonna be real dry, and hopefully it'll be a comfortable evening, and we'll get some sleep. We'll see when we check in with you in the morning. Hey Jake, were you comfortable last night?
No, it sucked. The fire tried to kill me.
I was sleeping, Jake was asleep and I was just falling asleep. And I actually heard I heard the flames like kick. I didn't even feel the heat, but I heard the flames, and the flames from the fire was just going crazy. It was a fire like I have never seen any. This thing had a mind of its own since the moment that we lit it. I don't know if it was the chimney effect or the way the ground is under, or I'm not really sure. We had to, you see all the snow down there. I mean, we'll smother, even better before we go, but we're just breaking down camp now. But we had to, in the middle of the night, we had to put our fire out. There was no more fire. Fire was, it had to be smothered. It was like boiling underneath the rocks. The ground must have just been really, porous and all dry leaves and pine needles and everything, much more than we thought, even though, we put rocks down. But we probably should have dug it out much better. But it's funny, you do this all the time, and you think it's going to be somewhat of the same situation every time, but it's just a different adventure every time. It just goes different every time. So basically, and spring's right around the corner, so everybody's ready for warm weather. But basically, we ended up sitting there with no heat source, so I was comfortable all night. I brought my big boots, and actually just had my little fleece blanket over me. That was it. I had a security blanket that was off to the side, and I was comfortable most of the evening. So Jake kept waking me up because his feet were freezing. he has like summer desert boots. He's got
The bootsicles?
new summer desert boots that are like they're not Gore-Tex. They got vents down in the first inch, so they would, if they're in water, they get flooded anyways, and they're basically they're literally icicles.
Bootsicles.
So at that point, he's pretty much done. Tried to keep him off in his bag, to keep his feet warm, but he had to stuff his feet back into him to leave now. And oh yeah, also we so all of the water that we had ended up on the fire in the middle of the night to help try to put the fire out quickly. We could have used snow, but to do it quickly, we just took, and yeah, so we haven't had water now since like 2:30, and we're thirsty, so we're gonna go down to get camp broken down, get our stuff on, head down to the river, and break out our little straw filters first, and get what we can in us, and then fill up our canteens and get some iodine in them. Anyways, just wanted to share that was our adventure this time around. Have a good one.